Hey, it's Callan from Authentic Lifestyle Design, and I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. I thought I would go for a walk while I talk to you. Today, I'm going to talk to you about feeling your feelings. Because as guys, a lot of us are really bad at this. Some guys, they overfeel, they're too sensitive. And then you've got other guys that essentially go the other way, where they're hard, they're strong. They basically can't show any fear, they can't cry in front of people, they can't show any of these emotions. You know, we're a spectrum of masculine and feminine energy, all of us. We're going to have one that we're pulled towards, but that's just going to be one of those many energies. So what's important is that you learn how to feel, because you're going to feel left. There's normally three layers of this. The first layer is you feel everything and your emotions control you. You don't really want to be here, but this is where you start as a kid. You're controlled by your emotions. The second layer is you learn to control your emotions, but you go too far and you become numb. You become boys don't cry, boys don't show their emotions, boys don't do this, right? You become this hardcore thing. That's the second layer. We're going to talk about the third layer now, which is where I recommend you should be, which is where you should have control over your feelings, and you should know when it is and isn't appropriate to demonstrate certain feelings, but you should also be able to feel fully into everything. And being able to feel fully into everything is one of those keys, one of those things in life that will give you tremendous benefits. So how do we feel our feelings? Well, you take things in through the senses. For example, just being in touch with where you are at any given time. Like at the moment, I'm going for a little walk in the bush, and I know what's around me. If you want to have a look, there's trees, plants, sky. Every day, going out and getting some sun has tremendous benefits. So I try at least for a little bit every day to go do that. So what do we got? We got our eyes. We can look at things. We can listen to things. We can smell. Sometimes you just have to sit down and smell and see what's around you. So if I have to smell now, I smell grass clippings, I can smell the dirt a little bit, smell the heat, many other nature smells. We have our taste. Oh, that's nice. Here, we just catch on to the aromas of certain plants. Have our taste, and we have our touch. You can walk around and obviously carefully, you can feel different leaves. See, this one's spiky. You want to be careful with this one. But yeah, you can feel different things. As long as you know they're not dangerous. They're our primary senses. We have many more, but they're the primary ones. So, when you feel your feelings, a good thing you can do is go to a place where you can openly be yourself. So for example, up here, there's no one around. If I had to let out a scream, or sit down and have a cry, or display any emotion, right here would be a fantastic spot, because I could openly do or be whatever I wanted to or needed to be. And it's important that you channel that, both within yourself, Say if you need to have a cry, if something bad happened, say your girlfriend broke up with you, you're heartbroken, you feel terrible, right? What are you going to do? You're going to hold that in and go, no, boys don't cry, I don't care. That's silly. Instead of that, or keeping all that emotion where it's going to explode and result in anger and fear and all these other toxic emotions, you could also just sit down like in a place like up here where there's not much going on and have a cry, have a scream, do some hardcore cardio, battle through it. If you need to, get therapy, or talk to a friend, talk to someone that you trust about these things. You want to have an inner circle of people you can open up to about anything, and that includes this. So it's important. And then meditation is also really important. To meditate on how you're feeling and just channeling that. It's like a river. It's like analyzing, how's my river today? Is it dirty? What's coming down the stream? Is there a bunch of stuff in there, or is it really clear? Is there some rocks that have fallen in the river that are blocking up little streams that I have to get rid of? And you have to start looking at things more like this, I believe. And if you do that, you'll have some really strong benefits to your life. So feeling your feelings, it's so important. It's something I recommend every guy learns to do. And if you're oversensitive, then maybe you will become a little bit numb to begin with. But over time, you want to have both. You want to be able to control your emotions. You don't want your emotions controlling you. But you do want to be able to feel them. Because the problem with becoming numb, which is many people's escape, we say, for example, you take a bunch of stimulants, you're going to become numb. Say you're depressed, you take a bunch of stimulants, you will become numb. So you won't feel those lows anymore. Great success. Well, it's windy. I hope you can hear me. But yeah, you won't feel the lows. But also, because you're numb, because you're here, you're not going to feel the highs of life either. And that's really important. You're not going to be able to as richly experience those things. So that's why something like an antidepressant for most people is like a temporary thing. You shouldn't be taking them your whole life. I'm going to go this way. Yeah. So it's important to consider those things. Instead of that, you want to be able to embrace the lows and you want to learn how to feel through them. That might mean you have to go talk to a therapist or a psychologist or take medication for a while or whatever it is. But you have to feel and process and channel any of those negative emotions. Because only then can you move on to channeling and processing the positive emotions. And that's worth it, You want to feel the highs of life. You want to go to a party and experience the rush of being around heaps of people and going to some kind of retreat and crying your heart out around the right group of people. But you also don't want to be somewhere important, like say I'm a school teacher. Say if I went to school and just started bawling my eyes out in front of the kids over some girl that broke up with me, that would not be good form. So I'd have to be able to go, nope, this is not the time to feel that. So if you gained something from this video, give it a like, a comment, subscribe to the channel. Also, you can hit different metrics at once. Like at the moment, I'm getting sun, which is important. I'm doing low-level exercise, which is important. And I'm making a YouTube video, which is important for me. So yeah, if you gained anything, follow me. I got so many videos planned. And apart from that, I will talk to you soon.